KSAT 12. The Nightbeat starts right now.
Becoming a parent, the dream for so many couples and so many military couples. And sometimes it's a struggle. We're going to show you how a San Antonio military hospital is helping future parents everywhere. Plus, she disappeared more than a decade ago, but Pauline Diaz's family still holding on to hope. Could new technology help them find their missing mother? Plus, passing the torch to the next generation. In a rare Oval Office address, President Joe Biden explains his decision to step aside in the race for the White House. But first, will baseball be heading downtown, and will taxpayers pick up part of the bill? Talk of bringing a Missions ballpark to the center of the city now has a little more weight to it. Mayor Ron Nirenberg sent out a statement today announcing his support in making the idea a reality. The night team's John Paul Barajas went to some of you to see how San Antonians are reacting to the news.
Mayor, get it right. Step up.
Step up to the plate.
Absolutely. I like that.
Mayor Ron Nirenberg is doing just that, announcing his support and commitment to bringing a Missions ballpark to downtown, just getting fans excited.
I think something like that's awesome to bring people together. I love going out to the ballpark a lot, watching games, inviting some friends over, maybe have a couple drinks, heading over there. Sounds like a great time.
The potential move from Nelson Wolff Stadium on the west side to a more centralized location, a big draw for many we spoke to.
The downtown is so walkable for so many people in a large area, so it'd bring more people down there, but yeah, it'd be a lot of fun.
It definitely is a little out of the way. I live on the northwest side over by Six Flags. If they're bringing a ballpark down there, I mean, it makes it better for me as a sports fan.
And even for those who aren't the biggest baseball fans, the idea of having America's pastime closer to surrounding entertainment has them planning on buying a ticket.
I live down here and there's a lot more to do. So I'd make a weekend and I'd go and watch a game and have some fun, go get drinks with friends. I'd do that.
Mayor Nirenberg says the city, county, and Missions are working together to, quote, advance our center city transformation efforts and spur continued development in the downtown region.
3-2 full count.
All right.
Mayor Nirenberg is at the plate. He says he supports the idea of a downtown ballpark. What happens next?
I think he's hitting a home run probably.
I'm calling it, putting money on it.
Good stuff.
Take it to the bank.
But it is important to note the city support could come with a price tag for taxpayers.
Oh, I'm still on board with that, absolutely. It'd be great to have that here. It depends on how it's financed, but anything like that, I mean, I know a lot of repairs or things they did to the river were with taxpayer money, and look what that did.
The mayor said, quote, the ownership group is heavily invested in this development to ensure that we arrive at an agreement that is fair to our community, and we have benefited immensely from the partnership with the Mission's new local owners, end quote. John Paul Barajas, KSAT 12 News.
Something is definitely happening, and we still want to hear from you. What do you have to say about the Missions possibly moving? And would you support a taxpayer-funded downtown stadium for the Missions? You can sound off by scanning the QR code on your screen, or just head on over to ksat.com/poll to vote. We have the results tomorrow morning on GMSA and our Thursday afternoon shows as well.
You know, there is a time and a place for long years of experience in public life. There's also a time and a place for new voices, fresh voices, yes, younger voices. And that time and place is now.
President Joe Biden speaking directly to the American people 3 hours ago, calling on Americans to defend democracy as he explained why he is dropping out of the race for the presidency. His 10-minute speech from the Oval Office was his first public address since announcing he's stepping aside from the race over the weekend. The president also giving his blessing and full endorsement to Vice President Kamala Harris to be the Democratic nominee, explaining it's time to pass the torch to the next generation. While she's likely the candidate, it won't be official until there's either a virtual vote or until the delegates show up in Chicago at the Democratic National Convention. A parking lot mystery. A family is fighting for answers more than 13 years after their mother, this woman, disappeared. Pauline Diaz, last seen in 2010 in an H-E-B parking lot. The night team's Avery Everett shows us how her family is leaning on new technology to help find their mother.
She hasn't been forgotten, and she's not going to be forgotten.
A promise to Pauline Diaz.
I'm not going to stop.
From her family that they're trying to find her.
We need somebody to confess.
It's been more than a decade since Diaz disappeared. On December 7th of 2010, she was last seen walking out of the H-E-B she worked at on Southeast Military Drive. That's where her family celebrates her birthday every year.
We love her.
And calls on San Antonio to come forward.
Give us our answers. Bring her back home. Let us know where she's at.
This family has been fighting for answers for 13 years, and now they're hoping new technology will help them find her. And this is the AI tool to do it.
Hello, my name is Pauline Cantu Diaz, and I have been missing for 13 long years.
We gotta try everything.
Her case is complicated, and the Bexar County Sheriff's Office said on Wednesday it had no new leads or updates.
We're not gonna give up.
But her family refuses to give up hope.
We keep fighting for her, and we'll just keep hoping and praying.
Avery Everett, KSAT 12 News.
Hope spelled out hold on, pain ends. That's what that family's hoping. This story is not new to KSAT. We've told you about Pauline's disappearance in depth in an episode of Texas Crime Stories. You can find that and our entire crime story library by scanning the QR code right now on your screen. Have you seen this teenager? Police say she is the prime suspect in the murder of a restaurant manager earlier this month. 17-year-old Adaya Namir Roberson, accused of shooting and killing 33-year-old Daniel Shrewsbury outside the Sonic he managed on Babcock Road after the two got into an argument over fake money. Her photos have been circulated for weeks. We learned her name yesterday. People are still wondering how this teen hasn't been caught yet.
I thought it was a very good photo, and I can't believe they haven't, somebody hasn't turned her in yet.
If you remember, police originally thought 2 women were involved in the shooting. That's another picture of Roberson right there. They've since singled out Roberson, saying she is the only one involved. If you see her or know where she is, call San Antonio Police immediately. That number's on your screen, and you can also get more information on our website, ksat.com. All right, take a look at these suspected robbers caught on camera. Did you see what they did there? They gave each other a high five after an 86-year-old man was robbed inside his own home. They robbed an 86-year-old and were celebrating about it. San Antonio police are circulating this video in hopes of bringing this pair to justice. If you know them, let's catch them. Investigators say the woman knocked on the man's door in the 4400 block of West Commerce, asked for water. The man didn't think twice to help her, actually turned around to go grab water for that woman. The man seen with her barged into the house and tackled him. Personal property stolen from the man's home. Thankfully, he only suffered minor injuries. If you recognize this couple, call San Antonio Police. The number posted on your screen. Our website also has more information at ksat.com. UTSA football player Corey Lucius and Nicholas Ryan Brown arrested and charged with aggravated robbery earlier this year. Today, both were dismissed from the team for their involvement in that alleged incident. The university's vice president for intercollegiate athletics, Dr. Lisa Campos, and Coach Jeff Traylor releasing a joint statement on the pair's dismissal, explaining the two are no longer on the roster and that, quote, "We have high expectations of conduct for all of our student athletes, coaches, and staff, and we will never compromise on those expectations," end quote. Now, the fine details from that February 3rd robbery still unclear.
2 lingering showers out there right now, and they're dissipating pretty quickly. These are off in the Hill Country, Bandera County in particular, right along Highway 16 in the city of Medina, getting another quick little splash of water right along the Medina River. Now, keep in mind, the Medina Lake Reservoir has risen 4 feet in the past 2 days, but that's still a drop in the bucket in what needs to be done. Rainfall accumulations across the area. In San Antonio, we had a pocket of 1 to 2 inches along and east of 281. Look at how the aquifer has responded in just a bit.
Thank you, Adam. Time now for your Nightbeat news flash. To Wall Street, we're going to go. And the NASDAQ and S&P 500 saw their worst day since 2022 after profit reports from Tesla and Alphabet sucked momentum from the stock market frenzy over artificial intelligence tech. The NASDAQ skidded down 3.6%. The S&P fell 2.3%. Smaller stocks declined in the wipeout, too. Another loss of momentum after some fairly recent strong days. Texas-based home goods chain Conn's closing half of its stores nationwide after filing for bankruptcy. The company's long struggled with slumping sales. Shares of the company have plummeted more than 90% just this year. The state with the most closures, Florida, with 9 locations here in Texas, will shut down as well. And that's a look at your Nightbeat News Flash.
We're at Fort Sam Houston's military base, finding out what sets BAMC's infertility treatments apart from others across the country.
And parents, listen up, almost time to get back into the school routine. If you need help to get ready to send your student back, though, we've got help for you. Stay tuned. Helping dreams of becoming a parent come true. Brooke Army Medical Center, one of only 2 military hospitals in the U.S. where a patient can get 100% of their infertility treatments done in one place. The Night Team's Zaria Oates takes us inside the procedure room and shows us how this service in San Antonio is helping military families nationwide.
Infertility.
We tried for 4 years for my daughter.
It impacts 1 in 6 people across the world, according to the World Health Organization. Brooke Army Medical Center is working to make the complex process more manageable. Lieutenant Colonel Samantha Simpson is the Division Chief of Reproductive Services.
We've been recognized for good fertility outcomes.
Like in Amanda Fisher's case. She's done fertility treatments for 2 kids now. The first was in North Carolina.
I had to travel 4 hours, and I was going every other day for ultrasound.
But at BAMC,
I got pregnant the very first round of IUI.
At BAMC, you can get all the procedures done in one place. A convenience for Isabel Polk, who lives at Fort Cavazos in Killeen.
It was all in one integrated place, which is convenient for me because I only have to drive to one hospital. I think so if I needed the pharmacy, the fertility clinic, it's all in one space.
The cost can also be almost non-existent with the military's TRICARE insurance because they're also training OBGYN residents.
In order to be able to adequately train our OBGYNs in the military to go off and serve overseas or wherever they're going to go, they need exposure to IVF. We are able to keep the cost really low comparable to civilian facilities because of that benefit.
While you have to have military insurance to be seen at BAMC, you don't have to be stationed in San Antonio.
We do have some out-of-state patients who travel here to get IVF that we work up remotely and then they come here because of the cost benefit.
They're always working on improvements, but Simpson and her patients are pretty content.
We meet national outcome targets for pregnancy percentages and live birth percentages with just basically, a 4-man team. It's 2 doctors, 2 nurses, and then an administrative assistant.
Zaria Oates, KSAT 12 News.
Feels like summer just started. Never too early, though, to get ready for the first day of school. Students and parents in Southside ISD had the chance to pick up some school supply necessities this evening. Everything from the basics like pens and pencils to even haircuts available for students as families all over the Alamo City prepare to head back to school next month. Now, parents, if you need help preparing your student for the upcoming school year, a lot more giveaways to look out for. If you want to learn more about how to get help for your student, scan the QR code on the bottom of your screen right now. Live cam outside, and it was another rainy day. I was caught in the rain, and I did not mind it one bit.
Right? You don't complain at all. You rejoice, especially this kind of rain. It's just the heavy downpours, and there's usually not much lightning associated with it, so it's the really safe rain for the kids to go outside and play in. And who doesn't like to do splashing puddles?
Kids of all ages.
Right, of all ages. That's what I was implying. Yeah. So tomorrow morning, 20% chance, then we're up to 40%, noon through about 8 p.m. So still some scattered or widely separated activity tomorrow with the downpours as well. They're very efficient rainmakers. 87 is what we're expecting for a high tomorrow. Increased rain chances or better coverage of the showers and non-severe thunderstorms. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at times we'll have 60% of our area getting in on that action. And it's not going to be continuous, just intermittent opportunities like what we've seen. Speaking of intermittent opportunities, tomorrow, I like how the new computer model has come in. It's more in line with our thinking. Starting at noon, some of those pop-up downpours here and there. Don't pay too close attention to these right along I-35. And they'll be coming and going, popping up, raining hard, then dissipating through the afternoon and into the early evening with about that 40% coverage at any given time. But some neighborhoods could get another 1 to 2 inches. Now, the aquifer has been benefiting, of course, from the recent rainfall. And we show you this map of the various zones in the aquifer. It's good to get rain here in the hill country in this brown zone, the contributing zone. It slowly trickles into the aquifer, but the sweet spot is the blue area that we outlined in black. So I outlined that in black. And then this is the rainfall over that area over the past 5 days, and particularly for our well here in San Antonio, the J17 well. You look at the direct hit of rain, up to nearly 5 inches of rain over the past 5 days. So the aquifer is still responding, but it's up 4.5 feet since last Friday. Medina Lake Reservoir up 4 feet in 2 days, still only 3.2% full, but at least it's moving in the right direction. Canyon Lake really hasn't changed much from the recent rainfall, and you see how all the other area lakes are generally below the conservation pool. There's a look at the aquifer level, up nearly 4.5 feet since Friday. So upper level swirl helping to keep the energy alive in our atmosphere, and we have enough moisture through the weekend to maintain this pattern of tropical downpours with a little bit of sunshine mixed in. But that gets squeezed out of here by the big blue H. Upper level highs basically coming together, and that's going to spell warmer conditions as we get into next week, and dry conditions as well. 87, that was our high temperature today. Another day below the average of 96 and the record 104 back in 1938. Officially at the airport, we had over half an inch of rainfall earlier today. Looking at our high temperatures this afternoon, we made it into the 90s off to the west. That'll be the same situation tomorrow. Lesser rain chances west of I-35 and closer to the Rio Grande, where we'll get more sunshine. So in the low to mid 90s for most locations between San Antonio and the Rio Grande. 87 Rio Medina tomorrow, 86 in Bernie, 86 in Converse for the high. And notice, temperatures, highs remaining in the mid to upper 80s all the way through the upcoming weekend. But then as the upper level high sets in, it's back to high, dry, sunny conditions. And that means some warmer temperatures back in the mid 90s. But keep in mind, average for this time of year is 96. And that's where we're going. I had a photo all lined up, of course.
Of course.
Always
and it's gone.
Gremlins in the system. It was a beautiful rainbow in Kennedy today.
We got 4 more days of rain chances, though. Look at that.
And that means we're going to have more rainbows as well. Yes.
I love it.
Yep.
All right, we're going to take you to Cowboys camp and Texans camp when we come back.
Welcome to Oxnard, California, everybody, for another day of Mary and Larry covering Dallas Cowboys training camp. Now, Mary, the team officially reported today. Then after that, they took to the fields behind us to get in some light conditioning ahead of their first workout tomorrow. And Mary, training camp is important for veterans and rookies alike.
It really can't go underestimated, Larry, how important training camp is this year, especially for the defense. This defensive unit is having to learn an entirely new philosophy. What we know about Mike Zimmer, he's all about stopping the run. Last year, that wasn't as much of a focus from what we saw with Dan Quinn, because that was one of the areas that the defense struggled with the most. So with more of an emphasis on stopping the run comes redefined roles for Jordan Lewis and the rest of the cornerback unit.
Very important. I mean, that's what training camp is about, understanding this game and understanding, how you want to attack offenses and going out there and, putting the best product out there as a whole. So this is definitely a critical time for us on defense, and, we'll see definitely where we going in Cleveland.
Yeah, so the Cowboys' first test offensively this year will be Deshaun Watson and the Cleveland Browns. Mary, the Dallas Cowboys O-line going through some changes this year.
Yeah, majorly. Tyron Smith obviously leaving the Cowboys this offseason. Luckily, the team has third-year offensive lineman Tyler Smith to help bridge the gap with that veteran leadership to what will be 2 new rookies potentially starting on the offensive line in Cooper Beebe and Tyler Guyton. So here's what Smith's advice is to the rookies.
And I told them when they came in, this first year is going to be the longest year of your life. You know, they went through a whole college season, and then they did all, you know, combine training, and then they come in, they do OTAs, and then off-season training. And so I'm just, you know, one thing I impart upon them is to just find your process and, you know, keep a level head. You know, make sure you have a good support system around you. Obviously, we're going to be there for them, you know, as a room, but just making sure that, you know, they protect their energy, because it is a long year and it's going to be challenging.
Yeah, Mary, hopefully the rookies listen to Tyler, because going from college to pro is never an easy jump, as Tyler Guyton is about to find out. So it was a very quiet day here, Mary, except for the fact the groundskeepers were busy all day long.
Yeah, all the lines that you see behind us, completely fresh paint. I wish I could set the scene of what Oxnard is like. It's just a beautiful community, and then you have these two pristine football fields right smack dab in the center.
I know, and it's fun just to watch them do it, and the workers over here getting all the VIP tents. I mean, there's a lot of excitement building up around here for Cowboys fans, because the NFL season, Mary, is right around the corner, and these football fields are beautiful and ready to go. That is it for us here. I'm Larry. She's Mary. Let's send it back to Nick at KSAT 12, who's got the Houston Texans for you. Nick?
Oh, thanks, Larry. Yeah, here at KSAT 12, we like all kinds of football. And the Houston Texans have been practicing. The early start for the Texans training camp schedule is because they're playing in the Pro Football Hall of Fame game on August 1st against the Chicago Bears. Newly acquired wideout Stephon Diggs played for the Minnesota Vikings and the Buffalo Bills, and he shared how he's been acclimating to the Houston Heat.
I played in two extremely cold places. I imagine being here, this is what hell kind of feels like. but I ain't complaining, I swear. The food's amazing. I've been trying to eat healthy, but I have a couple cheat days. I won't shout out any restaurants yet, but getting out there and seeing the people, you know, the Southern hospitality is real, and just, you know, the city is a lot of love. So I'm getting to know it a little bit. The highway's still getting tricky, so.
Those highways are never easy. Diggs and the Texans will have tomorrow off and will practice again on Friday morning. Well, coming up after the break, we're heading to the Diamond, Rangers, and Astros highlights. So stay with us. Welcome back, everyone. The Houston Texans have shown some life over the last month. And today, Jose Altuve hits one at the deep left. It makes a perfect bounce, and Altuve gets gunned down at second with the RBI double. But later in the game, he'd have some more fun, sending one right back to that left field corner, bringing in another one as the Astros would roll in this one. 8-1 the win. They now have the top spot in the AL West. And back here in Texans, the Rangers are getting... Well, the Rangers had an incredible game. Unfortunately, we don't have the highlights.
It was a Ranger rousing victory, right?
10-2, I think the final score was against your White Sox, who now are 35 games back in the AL Central.
There's no joy in Chicago. I just want to make that, both teams are in last place. I just want to point that out.
As long as you know what the White Sox.
I just want to point that out.
10-2.
Both teams in last place.
All right.
No joy in Chicago, even for the Cubs fan that's right to my right. We'll be right back. We could soon start calling San Antonio the city of champions once again. 9-year-old Avery Guros actually had advanced to the next round of the USA Mullet Championship. Avery's competing in the kid category. He's named his hairstyle the Texas Waterfall. I love it. It's been growing for 2 years. You can vote for him in the competition right now on our website. And maybe the best part, the contest supports the Wounded Warriors Project. Get out there, vote for our guy Avery, because Avery, that mullet is spectacular.
Strong. That is some good lettuce right there, my pal. Good lettuce. Oh, I love that side view.
And with those glasses.
And with the glasses and the action shot, all we need next is the slow-mo. The slow-mo when he's doing the bat swing and whatnot, right?
Yeah, maybe if he wins, you and I will grow mullets in honor of him.
I'd be game.